So JBL has been very busy lately upgrading all of their speakers, but I actually feel that JBL's micro speakers like the Clip 5 and Go 4 have gotten the biggest upgrades. They have a better battery life, they get louder, and they can now pair it to other speakers thanks to Auracast. But today we are going to check out the JBL Go 4 and we're going to see how it compares to the JBL Clip 5. Regarding pricing, the JBL Go 4 has a retail price of $50, the same as its predecessor, and I would say that the Go 4 is a premium micro speaker, but I think that it can justify its price just like the Clip 5 does. And for comparison's sake, the Clip 5 has a retail price of $80, and in general, yes, you are better off upgrading to the Clip 5 over the Go 4, but the Go 4 is still really good. Nonetheless, if you want to pick either of these two speakers up, they'll be linked down below, or you can always press on the YouTube shopping button.
And if you want to further support the channel, pick up some merch. We have trucker hats, snapbacks, and shirts, and everything is printed on higher quality products, so they're gonna last you a good while. And by buying merch, that helps us produce more independent versus videos. Thank you to everyone who's bought a shirt or a hat, and let's get subscribed.
So first, there's the design of the speaker. The Go 4 has a square design to it, and you can either lay it down flat or you can stand it upright. But more importantly, the speaker is noticeably smaller than the Clip 5, but just like the Clip 5, it has a mostly fabric wrap body, so it's going to be super durable, and the rubber feet on this speaker are very well integrated into the body of this speaker, just like the Clip 5. So the hope is here, the rubber feet on the Go 4 aren't going to peel off as easily as the rubber feet on the Clip 4, which were just glued on. But overall, the Go 4 is a great speaker to take on the go with you because it is very small and durable, and it's also rocking an IP67 rating, so it's dust and waterproof, just like the Clip 5. The only thing that I do feel that you need to look out for on this speaker is its loop. Now, with this loop, you can attach the Go 4 onto a few things, but just keep in mind that this loop does not stretch all that much, so attaching the speaker to something can be a little limited, so you might want to bring your own carabiner. And compared to the Clip 5 is easier to attach more things because it has a built-in redesigned carabiner. Now, when it comes to battery life, just like the Clip 5, the Go 4 has gotten a 2-hour upgrade here. The Go 4 has an advertised battery life of 7 hours, whereas the Go 3 is good for up to 5 hours. However, this advertised battery life of 7 hours on the Go 4 is with it playing at 50% volume, and 50% volume on the Go 4 is good for like podcast, but the Go 4 also has JBL's new Playtime Boost feature, which is going to extend your battery life by 2 hours. However, the Playtime Boost feature is going to severely lower the bass on the speaker, so it's gonna end up sounding a little nasally. So for the best sound quality, you do want to use the Go 4 with the Playtime Boost feature turned off. But it's definitely a good feature to have if you do plan on taking the speaker on a hike with you and you want the battery life to last for as long as possible. But when compared to the Clip 5, the Clip 5 has an advertised battery life of 12 hours with it playing at 50% volume, and with Playtime Boost, it can go for as long as 15 hours. So obviously, the Clip 5 is going to outperform the Go 4 when it comes to battery life, and that is to be expected because this speaker is larger and denser than the Go 4. And when it comes to charging these speakers, they both charge via a USB-C port as they should, and this is actually the only port that you'll find on both of these speakers because they don't have an audio jack and you can't use these speakers with a wired connection. And personally, I don't mind not being able to use these speakers with a wired connection because of their size, but this is something that you should be mindful of depending on your setup. But when it comes to Bluetooth connectivity, just like the Clip 5, the Go 4 can be connected to 2 devices at the same time, so you and a friend can both be DJ, and latency is not an issue for this speaker, so you can use it to watch videos with on your phone. But with all that out of the way, let's talk about sound. The Go 4 has a 40mm transducer paired to a passive radiator for the bass, and it puts out 4.2 watts. Whereas the Clip 5 has a 45mm transducer and it puts out 7 watts. And just like the Clip 5, the Go 4 now connects to JBL's app, so you can now adjust how the speaker sounds. You can either choose from a few pre-made EQs or you can make your own. But now we're going to go ahead and jump into the sound test. Both of these speakers are playing with their stock EQs, and the Clip 5 is playing at 75% volume, whereas the Go 4 is playing at max volume.
always goes much better in my head, but the feelings end up wasted. So I'm sorry for breaking down when you said you got me. I'm used to being let down, but I'm hoping if I'm falling too fast, then you'll catch me. You'll catch me. So I'm sorry that you might have to see I'm not flawless. I promise that I'm facing my problems. If I'm falling too fast, will you catch me? Will you catch me before I crash? I'm so afraid that you'll run out of patience. Trust me, I know how it feels to be hopelessly waiting. Sometimes I don't know if I can even change, but I'm still trying. So I'm sorry that you might have to see I'm not flawless. I promise that I'm facing my problems. If I'm falling too fast, will you catch me? Will you catch me before I crash?
So first, there's the max volume performance on these speakers. Now, the Go 4 gets impressively loud for its size, but the Clip 5 also gets impressively loud for its size. So loud, in fact, that it gives larger speakers a run for their money. But with the Go 4 at max volume, this speaker is going to be good if you're in the shower, or you're going to be able to easily hear your music if you're on a bike ride or if you're on a hike. But just keep in mind that while at max volume, the battery on the Go 4 is going to drain much faster. At max volume, this speaker is going to be good for around 3 hours of playback time. Whereas if you were to go with the Clip 5, 75% volume is a decent listening volume and is going to last you longer than the Go 4 at max volume. And if you want more volume, then the Clip 5 can give it to you. But when it comes to the sound quality on these speakers, the Go 4 sounds very similar to the Clip 5, but the main difference between the Clip 5 and the Go 4 is that the Clip 5 sounds a little more open than the Go 4 because the instrumentals have more detail and the vocals are a little more pronounced. Whereas with the Go 4, it can sound a little warmer by comparison. But overall, the Go 4 sounds very impressive for its size. And at max volume, it's usable for the shower, or you're going to be able to easily hear your music if you're on a bike ride or if you're on a hike. But at max volume, your battery is going to drain much faster. So if you were to go with the Clip 5, the Clip 5 is going to sound a little more open than the Go 4, but more importantly, at 75% volume, it's like the Go 4 at max volume, so your battery is going to last longer than the Go 4. Or if you want a higher max volume in a small package, the Clip 5 can give you that as well. But finally, let's talk about pairing these speakers up with other speakers speakers because this is a major upgrade for both the Clip 5 and Go 4. Now, with both of these speakers, if you have two of the exact same speakers, then you can wirelessly pair them together and get them to play in left and right stereo mode. Or you can also wirelessly pair either of these two speakers to other Auracast speakers, like let's say another Clip 5 or to a Go 4 or to an Extreme 4 or to even JBL's new party boxes, which are also using Auracast, like either the new party box 120, 320 or Ultimate, and get them to play in sync. But strangely enough, you cannot pair your Clip 5 or Go 4 to JBL's older Party Boost speakers, like either the Boombox 3, a Boombox 2, or an Extreme 3, Charge 5, Pulse 5, Pulse 4, Flip 5, or Flip 6. And I say that this is weird because with the Extreme 4, which is also an Auracast speaker, just like both the Clip 5 and the Go 4, you can connect it to JBL's older speakers and get them to play in sync. So hopefully JBL will add this backwards compatibility to both the Clip 5 and Go 4 in the future, because I would really like to be able to connect either the Clip 5 or Go 4 to, let's say, a Flip 6 or Charge 5, which are both using Party Boost. But nonetheless, I am very happy to see that the Clip 5 and Go 4 have Auracast, because you can now grow your collection of speakers or complement, let's say, your Extreme 4 or to any of your new party boxes. But with all that being said, the JBL Go 4 is a very impressive speaker that has gotten some big upgrades. It now has Auracast, so you can pair it up to other Auracast speakers and grow your collection of speakers. It also has a decent battery life for its size, and it gets impressively loud for its size. However, this is a speaker that you're probably going to end up using at a higher volume on a regular basis, which means you're going to drain its battery life much faster. So personally, I would recommend that you upgrade to the Clip 5 because you don't have to use it at max volume all of the time, so its battery life is going to last much longer. But nonetheless, the Go 4 is very impressive for its compact size.
If you made it this far, I guess you enjoyed the video, so hit the like button and get subscribed. If you want to pick any of the products up, they'll be linked down below. And if you want to further support the channel, check out the merch. I made some shirts and hoodies that look and feel great. And you know I can be very particular, so I'll only slap my name on something if I'm really proud of it.